Hello, and today we'll continue with Lands of Fire. So we completed all 4 routes. So now we're going to play the short stories. One about Teeny and the warriors and the elders and grief. So these really help in us knowing more about the characters and how they met, and basically it's everything that happens before the story of Lands of Fire. So I'm gonna start with Teeny. Teeny sighs. He watches silently over the oven. Embers are collected during thunderstorms and kept alive with glass. Easy fire, if hard to keep in in Utruwita's wet climate. Now he is roasting possum and wallaby along with some yams and water chestnuts. Normally this is task, Yaga's task, but she has to take care of Kana's declining health. Among the Palawa, this is in many tribes children are allowed to be children. But in Arapuna, Larapuna, yeah. But Larapuna has seen better days, and so teenage childhood is being taken a bit early. No matter, it's boring, but kind of fun too. He occasionally plays with the embers and sometimes pulls the meat with a stick, so the meal will be done and kind of will feel all better. Smells wonderful. I think you can stop now. Kinda likes it well done, especially yams. Ma, you're becoming a better cook than me. Low bar said. What? Nothing. Kana's getting better. Must be Parnoan's favor. Don't forget to leave the choicest bits for our God. Tini nods. Yarapuna is especially blessed by the sun. Parnoan himself would lay on the embers like a kookaburra above his brood every day, if they still had meaning in this world of eternal light. Although humble throne for a haughty god. The Palawa have many gods, Vena the moon, Morni, and Zombardine, the twins, Razor Rapper, the west wind. But in Yarapuna, only the sun appears. Only the sun matters. And word has it the same was started to be the norm in Utruwita. And with but a thought the sun arise. You tend the flames dutifully, child. Thank you, great light, above all gods. Pardoin takes a wallaby leg from the flames unscathed by its heat. Diddy tries not to whine, but really wants wallaby meat. Well, at least Kana will have their yams. Good work indeed. You shall be handsomely rewarded for your service. Pardoin flares a light beam at the house, but does not burn. Instead, the two hear Kana's yawning and gradually getting off their bed. After preparing their morning routine, the elder shows up with renewed strength. Thank you, greatest of the gods, master of light. Pardoin says nothing, simply enjoying the heat of the oven, his throne, his shrine. Maybe be of service to you? No. You have done your worship, and I held my end of the bargain. Soon the uncivilized lands to the north will learn your humility, your loyalty. But beyond my island, sea rules are light. Pardoin moods darkens as if such a thing is possible for a being of light such as he. I am the first in all this continent to think of the word empire. You only know half of my plans, but you can't imagine order and stability like never before. No more wars, no more petty rivalries. Just duty and service between the people and the one God who didn't abandon them, paradise and everlasting peace. To Tini, that doesn't sound like paradise at all. He's struggling to do his duties, as if happiness is being siphoned away as childhood slowly dies. And now his God, his beloved son, is speaking of lifeless duty for all. And the Sun Woman is so terrible, at least he allows them to live as they should be. However long that will last, still he swallows his thoughts. Still he swallows his thoughts and bows, wordlessly as he does not condone his God's madness, but without noticeable defiance. Your words are like honey and gum cider, my light. Is there truly nothing we can do for you? Parnawin looks at Titty, eyes narrowing. The child goes trembling under the sun's gaze. But if he has objections, they die as quickly as flames in the rain as he looks away haughtily. Wordlessly, he takes flight to the horizon, to the western horizon. Are you okay, Tini? Tini looks at Connor for a moment, trembling. Yeah, I'll be fine. The sun's glory is hard to behold at times. But you did good. In fact, this looks positively delicious. Thank you, I did my best. And it shows. Yaga hugs the boy in what he guesses is her attempt at being motherly. Her skin feels cold, but he could accept that. No, he can't accept her as a replacement for his mother. Yaga and Kana are the closest things he has to parents, but in the end, they are solely devoted to Parnawin. They love him, but while he cares for them, he doesn't love them outright. They aren't his family in his eyes. Yaga seems to notice the boy's stifling torso and disengages. She seems hurt on the verge of tears, but still Tini says nothing. Well, let's eat. And well, got to learn about Tini, and I think either in the Polyroot or in the one of the roots, you know that Tini says that he doesn't feel like he was part of the tribe, so he wanted Kubadong and I think maybe Bangala. I think it's a Bangla's root, maybe. I'm not sure, but he wanted parole, but he wanted Kubadong and to take him with them to his tribe instead, because he didn't feel like he was family, and he believed that while they may care of him, while they love him, they serve the Parnawin God the most. So, but they seem like they really care about him because when he didn't, I think Yaga tried to hug him, and Tini didn't show really any kind of affection back to her, so she got hurt with that, got hurt her emotionally, and she decided not to. She decided to stop, so I think they love him, but somehow Tini doesn't seem to think they love him for real, or that they don't, or in Tini's mind, he doesn't think they are really showing love back to him. Anyway, so we're gonna do the Warriors next. Mangala is proud of his people, but he knows their infighting will be their end. In the age of monsters, the divided fall the fastest. Most of the elders realize the same, but their war leaders are far less keen. Whoever listens will soon find an excuse. Oh, that tribe cast witchcraft on us. Oh, we need more women and that tribe won't share. Such obscenity is exhausting. Question the sanity of our esteemed leaders, are we? Bangala regards the medicine woman. There is something unusual about her. Something that frankly terrifies him, so he rolls those impressions away. Go south. Go get reinforcements of Blizzard Bell. The leaders won't say to this. The leaders can suck my ass. Besides, they will not question my power if you say so. Truth be told, she makes sense. Reinforcements is what the Glenmaway need right now. They want to protect them while they fight their petty wars. One more thing. Yes, wise one. So polite. You will find 5 warriors in your path. These delegations are also trying to get reinforcements. The first you will meet on your way is Awante Kangaroo, a master of Kardaicha. His heart is heavy with the loss of his family, but you will restrain his anger and soothe his woes. The others are Yuen, at the tail end of your journey. They are the ones that will turn the tide against someone's war. Yuen, she says, there are not a warrior people like the Awante in his own Glenmaway, but in all stories, the most unlikely heroes are the ones who win. You will not underestimate them. He will welcome them as brothers in arms, where most of his tribe will scoff. Polite indeed. Who knows? One or even all might even become your soulmates. What? But before he can confront her, the massive woman disappears as though she was never there. No matter. He has nothing to lose. So opening his wings, he takes the sky. Bangala soars for miles until he spots red amidst the outback. Amidst the plains, webbing the scrubland, he finds the Awante warrior. He shouts, catching the kangaroo's attention. He doesn't seem surprised at all, merely waving despondently at Bangala. Being medicine men themselves, Kardaicha has spiritual guidance and awareness, and probably knew he was coming. The alternative is that he also met that strange medicine woman, if she is even one. The thought makes Bangala's feathers rise in fear, so he ignores that possibility. Bangala lands neither too close for comfort nor too far to be rude. So you're the bloke who's going to help me on my journey? Name's Perrault. Bangala. Perrault snorts as if said something funny. Is something bothering you? Perrault just looks at him amused. Just seems stupid he entrusted me with you. See? Bangala sounds stoic, but internally he dreads at the possibility. Doesn't matter. A warrior's a warrior. Come on, we have a long way to go. The two cover long distances. Perrault walks on foot while Bangala circles above. It isn't long until they find a monster. A massive wildly a reptilian beast with 6 limbs. It is slow, but neither warrior underestimates its size and strength. Ready, he says to his flying companion, though not looking at him. Bangala nods and circles above, bringing out his ochre-encrusted shield. The beast tries to swat the eagle from the air while trying to lunge at Perrault on the ground with the remaining arms and long tongue. Perrault dodges, and the trap is sprung. Bangala dies, his shield melting the flesh of the monster. Perrault embraces his arms. 2 by his own, the remaining of his sheer force of will, his magic. Soon the beast cries in pain, but it won't die without a fight. Solid bitch. The tables turn, and with a last bout of strength, the wildly knocks Perrault with his tail strong enough to break his spine. But it is moot as Bangala keeps diving his shield onto the monster's back. Soon drops to the ground, lifeless. Are you alright? Are you kidding? Let's keep moving. I'm pretty sure I heard your back crack. Perrault stifles his back, and hideous sounds of vertebrae repairing crack hideously in Bangala's head. Now, can we move on, pussy? For the most part, the journey is silent. Bangala decides he has had enough of magic for one day, and he can't imagine the belligerent Awante's warriors is good company either. Eventually, the outback and plains give way to dense forest, and they set camp. Each takes turns to gather wood and stabilize it until a fairly large house is built. They stay for the night. Poirot lights the fire while Bagla sells provisions, dry kangaroo and possum meat. Both sit and eat, neither willing to break the silence. Eventually, Poirot yawns. So what's your story? Everybody knows the gun away or losing the infighting, but that can't just be it, right? I can smell it in the air that something's up here. It's personal. So you lost family. So did I. Well, if you're not going to croak, then I guess it's good night for you. Feel free to sleep wherever you like. Michael is stupefied at both the sheer audacity and rudeness of this man. He sympathizes with his plight. Bagla himself lost his mother. But by buying me, Poirot acts with no regard for others. That won't do. Bagla keeps his watch for a few more hours before growing tired himself. He makes his way to the house. It is spacious enough for both of them, but Poirot is spread across, arms and legs stretching seductively. And here I thought you didn't sleep. Must be a bird thing. Bagla eyed the naked kangaroo, his eyes capturing every contour of that powerful masculine body. He was tired, but the pent-up anger at Poirot's antics, plus the sheer fact that he hadn't masturbated in ages, gives him new life. So he stripped his loincloth and sat on the kangaroo's belly. You're heavy. Is there a problem? No. Poirot welded his paws on Bagla's wings, feeling his muscles, his scarifications. Your bumps are pretty small. Is it you or the Gilliman that are pussies? He says, gesturing to his own massive and extensive scarifications. In response, Bagla effortlessly flips him over, not laying on top of Poirot. Does this answer your question? Poirot grunts, but surprisingly lifts his tail. His muscles is mixed with cleansing herbs, creating a pungent smell. Not that Bagla can smell it, on the account of being an eagle. Wasting no time, Bagla lines his own erection with Poirot's anus is free and Poirot's own herbal concoction serves lube. He thrusts fast furiously, making the marsupial, giving the marsupial no time to rest. Fuck. Poirot grabs onto the floor while Bagla hammers into his ass. The Bagla... What? What about me? Bagla considers his options. So he decides against it and curls up to sleep. Hey, you can't leave me like this. Be less rude then. I don't fucking believe it. Fine. I'm fucking sorry. No, you're not. Yeah. Okay, you learned your lesson. Like fuck I did. Fine. You win. He quickly deflates, falling asleep. Bagla watches over him for a while before joining him. As soon as they wake up, they pack up and resume their journey. Poirot on foot, Bagla in the air. Only this time the journey is less silent. So, your patrol. Yes, I fought in several wars, but I'm mostly assigned as a scout and guard. Seems like a race. Aerial advantage is no joke. He says so bitterly, some Bagla assumes whatever killed his family came from the sky. Other birds and bats in my tribe are more qualified than me. My strength lies in my patience and observation. Poirot snorts. True to his words, Bagla noticed a pattern with these displays. Poirot values action, speed, and dynamism. He is impatient at heart. In other words, his polar opposite. The man and woman truly set them up together to balance each other out. Halt. Do you notice something? Yes. He is paying attention. Bagla ponders if he is rubbing off on Poirot in more ways than one. And sure enough, the medicine woman walks out of the undergrowth. You again. Bagla winces. Bagla, this bitch over here is Benna. He already knows. I sent him to you. Or did you now? And like I said, we have UN delegates to meet. Where are they? In the store southwards. That will take us off course. No worries, I can fly. No, we must all meet them. Why? And just like that, she disappears. I hate that cunt. Well, I best be on my way. World size. We'll meet at the beach. How will I find you? World smiles, the first earnest smile Bangla has seen him do. You'll figure it out, Scout. And so, we got to learn how Poirot and Bangla met. It's because of Benna, the son. It's because of Benna, the medicine woman, who really technically is a god herself. So, she put them together because they are polar opposites. Like, as stated there, Poirot is impatient by heart. He wants action. He wants to execute things and puts things to force, while Bangla, he's more of somebody who he's more of a person of order. He likes to think ahead and do things in a smooth and orderly fashion. Poirot just somebody who just likes to go, just like to go head first and take action, and Bangla likes to Bangla likes strategy and to plan ahead and think of more peaceful ways to settle things. So it's definitely all polar opposite. They definitely are polar opposites. Yeah, I can't speak for some reason today. I need some more coffee. Anyway, I like how flustered Poirot got when the two of them were having sex. There's some dialogue that I had to skip because I can't say it or display it on YouTube. But anyway, he got flustered when Poirot got tired of his rude attitude, and Bangla decided not to partake anymore in the sexual activity until Poirot decides to be more polite. So Poirot decided to change his tune and be more polite, and that seemed to satisfy Bangla, and they resumed their sexual activity. And like I said again, I enjoyed that part where Poirot got flustered and basically told Bangla that he couldn't leave him hanging like that, and hesitating to apologize. That was when his ego, that's when his angry side decided, that's when Poirot's angry and ruthless side decided to give way to the more kinder side of him. Because in the roots we do see Poirot as a more kinder person. Like, especially in his root, like, I think after him having sex activity with Kubadong and him knowing of Kubadong's past, that's when he changed his tune and decided to be more nicer to him. Like, he even went as far as to tell Kubadong that he regretted the way he acted towards him. So, yeah, there's with all that anger and hatred in him, there's also kindness as well underneath. and that mess to come out of him. So we enjoy Bangla and Perel. It's the last time we'll get to see them, unless the creator somehow eventually decides to do more on Lands of Fire. But anyway, what else is there to say? So, no, that's all I gotta say for the Warriors. So we're gonna do the Elders now. It is a restless sleep for Mo'anga. Guilt gnaws at him like a maggot, tearing his insides. He wakes up miserably. He washes his face with a water-filled Kulamon and applies his body paint. He does so lethargically as if strength is being sapped from his limbs. Love? Another bad dream, huh? Mo'anga nuzzles his beak against Yulu's chest and neck. If only we could turn back time. Love, I know it pains me too, but it had to be done. I know, but it doesn't make it any less painful. The little Kubotan kills us, Yulu. I know, love, you will never forgive us. And he shouldn't. A child died, Yulu. One of mine, no less. That doesn't make the sacrifice any more noble, but it was still necessary. Please don't beat yourself over with this. I do it enough for both of us. Mo'anga says nothing, just nuzzling against his lover. Yulu reciprocates, and they are both lost in that moment, sadness and grief, and undying devotion to each other and their tribe. But still Mo'anga sighs. Do you think we deserve to die? Yulu doesn't respond. They both know the answer. Because that was pretty short there. So the elders, we got to see the elders in private. Usually we would see them with the other characters, but we get to see them in private. And this must have been right after they made a decision to sacrifice Ndeko. Because, you know, in the Polywood, you know that the Yuan tribe went through a drought, and there were too many mouths to feed, so they had to sacrifice some people so they can put more resources into, well, you know, like sacrifice people because they just didn't have enough resources for everybody, so they picked Ndeko to sacrifice, basically. Well, not sacrifice like in a sense, you know, like just give them to a god or something, but just decide not to feed him, or, you know, not to feed him and provide him water anymore. Like you're basically on your own from there. So ever since that decision, Kubotan resented them, and he never did forgive them, but while he is very angry with them and have a rage towards them, he couldn't bring it to himself to kill them. I mean, he still managed to spare their lives, even though he doesn't forgive them. So even while they sacrificed his friend, Kubotan couldn't bring it. I mean, Kubotan wouldn't kill them. He just didn't want to go that far as to murder them. So he decided to keep them alive and to keep them in the tribe, one in the tribe, you know, even though he doesn't forgive them. But I think he decides to just move on when it comes to the elders, and just accept the fact that his friend is gone. And so the koala Yulu, while he is remorseful, he doesn't really seem to regret his decision. Like, he very much, he believed that it was necessary for the good of the tribe. While the other elder, the bird, he's very much remorseful about what happened, what they had to do. Now, in my opinion, I kind of mixed on it. I mean, it's sad that they did that. I didn't like the fact that they basically sacrificed Ndeko. Yeah, I understand Kubadong being resentful towards them. On the other hand, though, I also understand that you can't feed everybody. And unfortunately, some people have to go. Is it moral? No, but is it efficient or practical? Yeah, it is. I'm kind of mixed about it, but I mean, kind of wish they would at least try to make something. But I wish the elders will try to at least try to figure out a way to help everyone out. Even if the resources are not there, they're in a drought. But even so, I wish they could come up with other ways to help everybody without having to sacrifice anybody. I mean, I don't know, this is complicated. So it's a complicated thing. So it was a tough decision for them to make, but I'm not gonna dwell on it anymore. But they kind of had to think fast. The good of the tribe. Okay, so I'll go ahead and do grief now. It all happened so fast. The sky tells asunder the eternal blue daylight sky rupturing into the southern lights. Awaits to the spirit realm, accompanied by fallen stars. Papani Jawari. They towards Mapatre, the seat of the Arante nation. Ochre-clad warriors clasped their weapons against the beasts, purging them with impunity. But just a wound in their hides is enough for the monsters to sneak in, entering the body and rotting it from the inside. Among these warriors is Perel, a Gardaicha medicine man. He is strong, his body honed by years of fighting the Subwoman's monsters. But he also channels his people's sacred arts and dark magic that can cause instant death. I want to think this day will be his favor. Indeed, many of the monsters die painfully, but so do his tribesmen, his father, his brothers. Dad, son, you waste no time. Benaki, Dad, it's inside me.